Wireless audio solutions are something that are very important in today's modern age for DJs, musicians, event professionals of all kind. Today we're going to talk about the Phenyx Pro PTU-X wireless audio transmitter with built-in XLR on the transmitter and the receiver. We're going to do some testing, we're going to talk about all the features and specs, and we're going to do it right now. What's going on, everybody? Justin Schwartz here, coming at you as always from the lovely DJs Guru studio. And today, yes, we are speaking about the Phenyx Pro PTU-X wireless audio transmitter and its UHF frequency, which I think is pretty interesting. And most importantly to understand, it's retailing right now under $100. So how good could this thing really be? That's my question. We're gonna do some testing. We're gonna go through all the features and specs. Before we dive into it though, make sure you're checking us out at thedjsguru.com. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below. I read them all. I always consider everything you say, answer all your questions. If you have any feedback, what could we be doing better? Let us know. We'd love to hear it. And lastly, consider subscribing to our page here. We would love to see you back here again. Now, back to the PTU-X from Phenyx Pro. First thing we're gonna do is a little unboxing so you can actually see what comes with this and kind of what you get when you buy it. So, nice box. You got your manual. You got a dual USB to USB-C charging connection here with a little tote bag and ooh, even a sticker. Nice. And lastly, the actual transmitter and receiver here. So, feels like a lot of metal construction here. Right off the bat, has some weight to it. Definitely feels pretty solid. As I mentioned earlier, you have XLR input, XLR output here. And yeah, this has a few different features that I want to go over now that I think are important to know. And then lastly, we're gonna go and do a quick test so we can do a distance test and listen to how it sounds. So the first thing is, again, XLR, which is great. This means it can plug directly into a mixer, a speaker, or a microphone to extend out or turn a wired microphone into a wireless microphone. It has 16 selectable channels, which you can continue to select from to make sure you're getting the clearest signal. It has a distance range of about 100 feet, as they state on their website there. We're gonna test that. It has phantom power built in, so you can use this with a dynamic or a condenser microphone. The phantom power will power up those condenser microphones for you. And again, this is a UHF frequency. It's operating in the 500s. And that's important to understand. Most of the systems like that I've seen are typically, at least the lesser expensive ones, are typically using 2.4 gigahertz or something like that, which can really get a lot of interference. There's so much stuff out there using Bluetooth and 2.4 gig nowadays, including the wireless router I'm working off right now. And it just, I think with UHF, you're gonna have a lot less chance for interference, so we're gonna test that out. We'll see what it's all about. Now, what I wanna do quickly is show you some of the use cases of what you can actually do with this thing. So, first thing is, we can turn a wired microphone, well, there's no cable here, but there would be, right, into a wireless microphone by simply connecting this here. This is kind of cool too. It kind of locks in, which I have another system that doesn't really do it like that, and then it has a mechanism here that you turn to disconnect it, which is cool. So you can use that as turning a wired microphone into a wireless. The other end here would basically just go into the microphone input of your mixer. So that would just drop there, and now your mixer will be receiving the signal from this microphone, and you just turned your wired microphone into a wireless microphone, which is great. But what else can we do with it? Okay, now, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap this out, and I'm gonna say, you know what? I would like to actually get some wireless speakers going and get my mixer to be able to send out signal wirelessly to my speaker. So what would we do? We would basically then stick this into the back of our mixer in one of the right or left channel outputs. Okay, you'd obviously need two sets of these to do two speakers. And then I'm gonna grab my my Mackie Thump Go here because it's easy and small, and then you would just basically stick the other end right here into the speaker. And now you're going to be able to get anything coming out of your mixer directly sent wirelessly to the speaker. Now, one thing to keep in mind is the signal range decibel goes up to about 100, okay? So that's one thing I'm curious about is, am I going to lose output sound? Because typically DJs, event professionals, musicians playing at about 110 to 130 in that range. So at 100 dB, is that gonna be loud enough? Is that gonna keep up with the sound that we're looking for in these types of events? So I think at this point we'll do our testing and we'll see what's what and see what we hear. Okay, let's go. All right, everybody, welcome back here to our beautiful field. We're back outside, it's summer, I love it. And we're gonna be doing some testing now on the PTU-X. First, we're gonna test it out with a microphone, see how it does with that as a wireless microphone system. And then we're also gonna test it out with our DJ controller and see how it does extending wireless speakers and replacing XLR cables. So first, I'll show you real quickly how we're gonna set it up. I mentioned this earlier, but just wanna show you real quick. This has a really cool tightening feature here, which goes around the threading of the actual microphone itself. That's kind of universal. You turn it and it's really stuck on there. So it's not just clicking in or clipping in like that. It's actually really on there with a threaded screw, which is really cool. Okay, so again, here's a mic line button here. We're gonna test the microphone out first, so we're gonna keep it on mic. We're gonna hit the power button here. We're gonna hit the power button here. As we said earlier, there's 16 selectable channels. These are both on channel 3 right now. It's already been synced up, so you would hit that there, but we've already done it. We're good to go, and now I'm gonna put it in the speaker and the microphone. All right, so we're gonna do our distance check now. I'm gonna actually do it right here from my watch. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, so it says it can get about 100 feet. It sounds pretty good to me. Right now we are at not giving me any distance, but right now, you can still hear it over there, right? We've got to be a good 50 feet away at this point. Yeah, it'll tell me in a second. It's going to catch up. Got me at 42. Can you hear me still? Okay, you can hear me still. 51, 62, 69 feet, 79 feet. How are we doing? Can you still hear me? All right, I'm gonna go this way now. Got 100 feet, so now we're past 100 feet. I think you could still hear me, right? How's it sound? Pretty good over there? I think so, right? So at 128 feet. Can you still hear me? All right, let me know when it starts to break up. Am I gonna run out of park? That's the question. If it starts to get intermittent, let me know. I'm watching you over there. I'm hitting the fence. I might have to jump the fence. Can you still hear me? Yeah? All right, I'm jumping the fence. All right, I'm out in the parking lot now. Are we still getting sound? We are. All right, I'm gonna continue to walk down the block. We'll see what happens. And so far, the testing is pretty impressive, I will tell you. How you doing over there? Everybody good? Are we getting intermittent? All right, well, listen. I think the fact that I'm down the block and this thing is still working pretty good. Can you even see me? I'm over here. I think we're pretty good, so I'm at, geez, about 300 feet here. And you guys can hear me? All right, well, I'm coming back. All right, so we're gonna test it out as a wireless speaker now, see how it sounds, and also the kind of distance that we're gonna get. I would expect to get the same kind of distance. We switched it to line, which is gonna give you better dB, more dynamic sound. I've got the input going here into my wireless battery speaker here, and I got the output coming from my DJ controller here, and let's see how far we can get. Here we go. Sounds really good. Sounds good. Okay, we're starting to get a little choppy, as you can hear. All right, so we did get a little interference. You can kind of hear it. I'm at about 100 feet right now because I did that test before. Oh, I bet you wonder how I knew. But this is at a point already where if I started to hear that, I probably wouldn't be too comfortable utilizing it at a greater distance than where we're at now. I think with the microphone on the mic level input, it just seemed to work better. I think because there's less going through it as far as the audio sound and the bandwidth that it's using. So, you know, this is still pretty good distance though, I have to say, for the price. So we're gonna close it up, but I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed with this system at the price point that it's at, and definitely a budget-friendly option for those who fits their budget. All right, everybody, so I have to tell you, I was thoroughly impressed with this Phenyx Pro PTU-X system. Remember, this is a budget-friendly option. It's coming in under $100, and I have tested other items like this before, and I have to say that at a much higher price point, this thing definitely held its own. We got, 300 feet on the microphone. It was about 100 feet on the wireless speaker test, but it sounded really good, which was one thing I was concerned with. Was it gonna lower the dB? Was it gonna make it really, you know, low volume, less dynamic? Didn't seem to do that. And overall, I was impressed, I have to say. I did not expect this to perform the way that it did. So what do you guys think? And girls out there, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in making a purchase of this, there is going to be a link in the description, so you can click that and make a purchase if that's something that you want to do. But more importantly, make sure you're checking us out at thedjsguru.com. Also, consider subscribing to our page here. We would love to see you back here again, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. You got something out of it. If you did, give it a like. We appreciate that, and we hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Phenyx Pro PTU-X, definitely check it out. There's a link in the comments, and we'll see you everyone on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.